You know, in this world, everyone will try to tell you who you should be. Society will hand you a checklist how to look, how to behave, what to achieve, when to settle down, and even what your dreams should look like. But here's the truth, none of those boxes matter if you are not living your own truth. Being the best version of yourself is not about perfection. It's about evolution. It's about choosing every single day to grow, to challenge yourself, and to rise above the version of you that existed yesterday. I wasn't born with all the answers. Nobody is. But what I have learned is that the journey to becoming the best version of yourself begins when you stop seeking validation from others. You see, the world is full of noise critics, comparisons, expectations. If you live for applause, you will die when it's silent. But if you live for your own purpose, your fire will never go out. Being the best version of yourself also means embracing failure. Failure is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Every rejection, every setback, every heartbreak has a lesson that shapes you. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Own it. Because the scars you carry are proof that you fought for yourself and you refuse to give up. Another thing I've learned is that confidence is not about walking into a room thinking you're better than everyone. Confidence is about walking in without having to compare yourself at all. Your journey is yours. Your timing is yours. Stop measuring your success with someone else's ruler, and remember this, kindness is not weakness. In fact, it's your greatest strength. Being the best version of yourself is not only about what you achieve, but also about how you make others feel in your presence. Lift people up, inspire them, because real greatness is not about standing alone at the top, it's about taking people with you. So I want to leave you with this. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect approval. Start now, take risks, break rules that limit you, be unapologetically ambitious, and every day when you look in the mirror, ask yourself one simple question. Am I better than the person I was yesterday? If the answer is yes, even by just one small step, then congratulations, you are already becoming the best version of yourself. The world is constantly trying to shape us into something we are not. From the time we are children, we are told what is right, what is wrong, what is acceptable, and what is expected. We are given rules about how to act, how to speak, how to dress, and what paths we should take in life. Slowly, without even realizing it, many of us begin to live not for ourselves, but for the approval of others. We begin to chase validation like it is oxygen. A compliment becomes a lifeline, and criticism feels like suffocation. But the truth is, the moment you hand over the power of your self-worth to someone else, you stop being the driver of your own life. You let others dictate your happiness, your decisions, and your sense of identity. Validation is addictive because it gives us a quick sense of belonging, a momentary rush of importance. When people clap for us, agree with us, or admire us, we feel good. But that feeling fades quickly and we begin craving more. Soon we realize we are not doing things because they truly matter to us, but because they please others. We start choosing careers, relationships, and lifestyles based on how they look to the outside world instead of how they feel to our inner world. The danger in this is that no matter how hard you try, no matter how perfectly you fit into the mold others create for you, there will always be someone who disapproves, someone who criticizes, someone who thinks you are not enough. So if you live for validation, you will always live in chains, because the standards you are trying to meet will keep changing. The only way to break free is to make a decision, to live your truth. Living your truth means asking yourself hard questions and being brutally honest with the answers. Who am I without the labels that people put on me? What makes me feel alive? What values do I refuse to compromise on? These are not easy questions, but once you answer them, you will start building a life that is authentic. And authenticity is the foundation of becoming the best version of yourself. When you stop chasing validation, you begin to feel lighter. You stop pretending. You stop putting on masks to impress people who might not even remember your name tomorrow. You find joy in the small victories that align with your own goals, not in the applause from strangers. You start respecting yourself more, Because every choice you make is rooted in your own truth rather than someone else's expectations. And when you respect yourself, others eventually learn to respect you too. Living without seeking validation does not mean you stop listening to advice or feedback. It means you filter what you hear and take only what aligns with your vision. Constructive criticism is a gift, but blind obedience to what others think is a prison. You need to know the difference. You need to understand that not everyone sees your dream the way you do, and that is okay. Your dream was given to you, not to them. That is why only you are responsible for protecting it, nurturing it, and fighting for it. Think about some of the most remarkable people in history. Every single one of them was told at some point that their vision was unrealistic, that their dreams were too big, that their failure is a word that most people fear. It carries with it shame, disappointment, and a sense of not being good enough. From the time we are young, we are taught to avoid failure at all costs, to stay safe, to always win, to always succeed. But here is the reality: failure is not the end, it is the beginning. Every single person who has achieved anything meaningful has walked through the fire of failure. The reason is simple: failure is life's greatest teacher. It shows you where you went wrong, it reveals your weaknesses, and it forces you to grow stronger. Success makes you comfortable, but failure makes you powerful. When you fall, when you make mistakes, when you hear the word no, you are given a chance to learn. You begin to analyze, to ask yourself what could have been done differently, and in that process, you develop resilience. Resilience is not born in comfort. It is built in the moments when you are knocked down and still find the courage to stand up again. Too many people treat failure as a final judgment, when in truth, it is only feedback. It is a message that says, this path didn't work, so try another. This approach didn't succeed, so sharpen it. This door didn't open, so build your own. The most dangerous thing about fearing failure is that it keeps you small. It stops you from trying new things, from taking risks, from chasing dreams that feel bigger than you. You play it safe because you don't want to look foolish, because you don't want to disappoint others, because you don't want to disappoint yourself. But playing it safe is the surest way to stay ordinary. If you want to grow, if you want to become the best version of yourself, you must be willing to step into situations where failure is possible. And not only possible, but likely, because every failure takes you one step closer to success. Every time you fail, you eliminate a wrong way and inch toward the right way. Think of failure as a mirror. It reflects back to you who you are in that moment. Are you someone who quits when things don't go your way? Or are you someone who uses the setback as fuel to try again? Your answer determines your future more than the failure itself. Because failure will happen, it is inevitable, but your response, your mindset, your determination, that is what defines you. When you fail, people around you may laugh, they may criticize, they may tell you that they always knew you wouldn't make it. In those moments, it is tempting to let their voices drown out your own. But remember, they are not living your life. They don't carry your vision, your hunger, your purpose. Their words don't define your worth. Failure doesn't mean you are unworthy. It means you are human, and every human who has ever achieved greatness has stumbled, sometimes more than once, sometimes hundreds of times. Failure also has a way of stripping away arrogance and teaching humility. It reminds you that you don't know everything, that you still have much to learn, and that there is always room to grow. And humility is a strength. It keeps you curious, it keeps you teachable, it keeps you hungry. If you succeed all the time, you risk becoming complacent. Failure shakes you awake and forces you to keep moving, keep innovating, keep fighting for better. It's important to also understand that failure does not erase your effort. Just because something didn't work out does not mean you wasted your time. Every attempt adds to your experience, every setback adds to your story, every struggle adds to your strength. When you look back, you will realize that those very failures created the foundation for your success. They shaped your mindset, they sharpened your skills, they toughened your spirit. So when failure comes, and it will, welcome it, don't run from it, study it, own it, use it. Because the people who win in life are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never stop moving forward despite failure. And once you understand that, you will never fear it again.